Hey Trisha, so it has definitely been a while, hasn't it? It's actually been almost 2 years since I recorded my last Naked Truth video, and I feel really bad about that. Um, yeah, things have just been very chaotic around here for a while, and really the stress from all that is what's kept me away from doing this for so long. And I do miss it, and things are still stressful here, but seeing this week's topic, I felt like I had to participate. And yeah, this feels very strange. I'm probably going to seem a bit rusty, so bear with me. But yeah, SourceFed was the reason I was ever part of the Naked Army to begin with. So it seems only fitting that SourceFed is what's bringing me back right now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have a very good memory in general, but I actually can't remember how I found SourceFed in the beginning. But I do remember that I was there right at the start when it was called 20 Minutes or Less, and it was just Lee and Joe and Elliot. And actually, I knew of Joe from Bratz and Beretta before SourceFed, so there's a good chance that Joe was actually my gateway into the journey that would be SourceFed. Um, yeah, I remember watching a few videos and subscribing right away. It just it felt like I had found something special, and I really wanted to see where it would go. And yeah, it seemed like it all happened so fast that this tiny little news show just branched off and expanded into so much more than just that. It grew, it evolved. You came on board, and Steve and Meg, and it just kept getting better and better. Like, at first, I liked hearing these news stories that I honestly wouldn't have heard otherwise. And they were delivered in such a funny, unique, bizarre way that made it entertaining and interesting. I just loved it. And then it became equally entertaining just because of you guys. You all have these unique and individual personalities and senses of humor that are so different from each other, but somehow mesh in just such a perfect way. And no matter how crazy a story was, or how weird a bit or a character that any of you were doing ended up being, there was always this authenticity. You guys never seemed fake. I mean, I'm on the internet a lot, and I watch a lot of stuff online, but SourceFed was really the first show that I truly looked forward to watching on a daily basis. I mean, I always love table talk, commentary, bloopers. I love Comfort Zone, the various movie shows you guys did, the gaming shows. I loved your Comic Con coverage. That was tough to say. I always look forward to Halloween and seeing how you guys would dress up, and feeling good was always a highlight. I mean, there really are so many favorite memories from all those shows. I mean, Santa Steve was brilliant. I remember a lot, like, just being in tears when Joe was stabbing the hell out of that watermelon. Uh, Anytime we got to do a story about dinosaurs, that was always gold. Uh, I remember losing it, Steve's Footloose story. Um, Anytime you guys just like were being weird, being yourselves, breaking into song. That time that you and Elliot just went off in that video, calling out those two rapists repeatedly by name. That was so outstanding. Uh, a lot of my favorite moments actually were the ones that involved like the personal connection and interactions. Like, I was so pumped when that Hobbit artwork that I made for you got featured on a commentary. And Steve used one of my photos on an episode of Collectibles Corner. Um, I was so pumped when the Naked Army mug showed up on an episode of Table Talk. Um, there's so much. I remember the one time I sent you a t-shirt for your birthday, and I got all excited when you were wearing it on a White Wall episode, and then just the bizarre humor of it, it like ended up that the episode was all about STDs. And I remember just sitting there thinking, this is just kind of weird. But in the best way, I loved it. It was so strange. Um, I don't know. I feel like my favorite memory, though, had to be connected to Benjamin Franklin Time Traveler. Uh, you know how much I loved anytime Ben and Abe came up, so I made that little animation just for the fun of it. And I remember I sent it to you, and you showed it to everyone in the office and told me how much they loved it. And this will probably sound kind of cheesy, but you guys gave me so many laughs in, at that time, not that big of a time span. So, knowing that I made all of you laugh, even if it was only for a few seconds, that felt so amazing. Like, it just felt like an accomplishment, and I loved that. I mean, yeah, there's so much more than I could ever just think of off the top of my head. Too much to list. I mean, it was 5 years of awesome memories. I mean, if I was ever having a rough time or a bad day, I always knew that there was something funny from SourceFed waiting to make me laugh. And I mean, that's a big thing. And I know it wasn't just me. Yeah, I mean, I watched the farewell live stream. The whole thing, all 6 hours, and all of it. It was really a good time. But when the karaoke bit started and all you guys were up there just going nuts, like, that felt like this huge wave of nostalgia. It felt like classic SourceFed in that moment. And yeah, after that, it ended up being just you guys on the couch. And even though I'd heard the news days before and I was aware that it was happening, it felt like seeing you guys sitting there on the couch, that was the moment when it really hit. It was that realization of, damn, this is it. And it just, it sucked, and it still sucks. I'm recording this on Monday, and it just seems so weird going on YouTube and there's no new SourceFed video, no new nerd video. It, there's no other word. It sucks. I'm really gonna miss it. I already do. I mean, I know there are other great shows on right now, and I know there's going to be more great shows in the future, but there's really never going to be anything else quite like SourceFed. And I'm really glad that I got to experience it. So, yeah, Trisha, to you and everyone else that ever worked on SourceFed, from the beginning of it to the end of it, whether in front of the camera or doing stuff behind the scenes, I I hope you all know that what you guys made was magic. And I want to thank you all so much for letting us watch. It was such a fun ride. So, yeah, thank you.